It's record now. So select all the geometry, go to display, layers menu, create layer from selected. It will create a new layer and assign all the selection into that layers. And now we can call blocking layer, blocking layer. Okay. And you can template them by clicking the third square. Template. So you can hide them by turn off visibility. Okay. I think I make a mistake. I select the image plane also. So I'm going to select the image plane. If you don't see it, you might need to disable here. Okay. And I'm going to select the camera. And my image plane is not selected, so I'm going to have to use outliner and look for image plane shape right there. Click selected. I turn on move to. I don't see it. It's okay. So I'm going to remove that. Right click, remove selection, selected object. Can you test high? It's still going away. I might have to really find it. Okay, let me go to full. How about show, no poly, show. What's my image plane? My image plane is hidden because now I remember I turned it off. Let me find image plane shape under display. One moment. Where? Right here. Show in all view. Select. Okay. And then remove selection from blocking layer. Hey. I think my camera is also in there. Remove. Yes, somehow my camera, I select the camera and then put it in there. So now I should be able to template it or hide it. Can you see? So I'm going to go back to my image plane one more time, and then I'm going to enable only look through camera because I don't want to see it from perspective view. Okay. So now I can go to show all again. Here we go. So, okay. So when we see this, and if I switch to regular image, regular layers, when I select the ceiling, I can use that. Now, let's use that for now. I'm gonna just duplicate this. Control D, and I'm gonna rename. Let's remove it from blocking layers. Right click and choose remove selected object. And now you can hide. It should show. Okay. So basically we are not moving anything. Now, let's take a look at what we can do to sculpt this. Based on this image, if I switch to edge mode, can you see it started from here, right there, and there's a hole in there. Now we don't really see it. Let me turn this off quick. Let me turn off the, here we go. So I think based on this image, it's probably in right here, the hole. The width of the height of the hole, that's the width, is, if I double click on this edge, look, I can move it up a little, like that. Double click on this one. See? Now I'm going to move up and down until it's kind of fit. It may not be perfect, but it's good enough. Here we go. So now we do not need this line, that line, this line. And even far back there, none of them we need it at all. So I'm going to remove it. Just double click on that edge loop. And if you look at on perspective view, look like this. Shift right mouse click and choose delete edges. The reason that we do this because we want to optimize it. Make it low polygon, but enough for us to extrude. So now, if I double click on this edge loop, I'm going to move it. Let's say the length of this indentation will end right around here, a little bit before the edge of the cabin, right there, the cabinet. And this section got to move forward right there. We just prepare. Now, the rest of them, the line, I'm going to hold shift double click. We don't need those. There's no point to be there. Okay. So I can remove it. This line too. I forgot one more. Here we go. Here we go. Look like this. Save your scene. Make sure save scene as. Now I'm gonna just call, not blocking anymore. I'm gonna just call dental room 001. So I'm probably gonna end up with 0020 or something. So now we can extrude this section right there. And if I press 5 on the perspective, shift right mouse click and choose extrude. And then just push in until it's meet right there. Here we go. And actually, it seems like I can go deeper, did I? Maybe right there. Oh, no. Right here. That's it. It's not that deep. Okay. So now it looks like this. The shape. So that's one wall. The floor, we just need a single plane without any geometry. So I'm gonna enable blocking, select the floor, duplicate it, Control D, or under edit, duplicate, and I'm gonna remove these out of the layers, and then I'm gonna hide the layers. So now we're gonna call floor poly, and I'm gonna call mesh because so that they are slightly different names. And I'm gonna freeze transformation, modify, freeze it. The reason is select this object too, modify, freeze also. We want clean geometry. Now, when we back all of this information to the initial position, rotation, and scale, if you accidental move, let's say move like that, you can just zero all of them back, except for scale. Scale has to be 1, and see how quick it can go. Now, with these objects, though, we duplicate it because, I mean, if you don't duplicate, you have to create a new one, that's all. So now I want you to remove all the division because the floor doesn't have indents, doesn't have a level that different up and down, so there's no need to have all of this. So I mean, if you create a new plane, you just have to remove all the subdivision width and height to 0, or to 1, sorry. But because we duplicated from the existing, so we need to manually remove it. Here we go. So that lighter, and can you see, less busy? We don't need to see the line for perspective view anymore because it's under blocking layers. So I can template it and leave it on. I won't be able to select. And I can turn it off so that I don't see it at all. So now we're going to do the door. So I'm going to bring back a layers, blocking layer, select this wall, Control D, and remove it from the layer so that you can hide that layer. Now look like this. So now we got to figure it out where to punch the wall for the door. So now you can have another surface as a door outside. So right now this line need to be there. It's perfectly correct. So now I'm going to move this line. I use perspective view to help to move. So right around there, horizontal line, move it, the outer edge. And on the bottom, we don't need these, we don't need that, we don't need this line either. Delete it. Here we go. Optimize it. Delete all the line that we don't need. There's no point to leave it there. And if you get confused, just select whatever you've seen, remove some, and then look for more. Oops, I delete something incorrect. Let me undo quick. I believe, what did I have there? Let me remove that line temporary. Here we go. So that line need to be there, this one not. Okay, good. So now I know the rest. Oop. Remove. Here we go. Okay. And that line don't need to be there neither. Nice and clean. Oh, I delete the wrong line anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna have to just grab only that line and move forward. There we go. Okay. I obviously removed the wrong line. Okay. Oh, I did remove a... Oh, hey guys. I somehow was on 3. Make sure you press 1. I was wondering why when I moved one line, the other line started to make adjustment by itself. So it has to be on 1. Oops. Display mode on 1. Not on 3. Here we go. No wonder. Okay, almost. So now punch a hole, select that surface. Oh, hey, I have an incorrect surface. I have a box, not a plane. Okay, I gotta delete that. Something. How is that possible? Oh, hey guys, let me undo quick. I make a mistake because I was on 3, so I moved them overlapping each other by accident. Okay, let me check. Now it's correct. Okay. Has to be on 1. It happened. I just undo it. I make a mistake. And that one can go. Now, I should be able to select a single face there. It looks really narrow door. I think I'm still a way off. Okay. Select, extrude it, push it. The depth should be right around there. Here we go. Okay. And then you can delete the hole. Actually, you can keep, well, let's delete it. Let's create a new plane. Okay. So I'm going to create a new box. And this box will be the door shape. You might need to change your pivot node press D, hold V key, and move it to one corner, so that is quicker when we edit. Like, for example, if I scale it, try to thin it out, enlarge it. So I just do only on one corner. Okay. And see how easy is it when we change the pivot point. And can be a little bit bigger, it's fine. And then you just move in spot, so that is touch. If I one moment, if I turn this off, here we go. Can you see? It just you try to touch the door. Yes.
Well, what's the point of duplicating the walls and the floor and stuff?
So that we don't use the original. So that the original stay still. Can you see on this right here? So it's still there.
Oh, okay. I understand now. I don't think I grouped them together well, so I gotta redo it.
I didn't group them. I just put in one layer.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So I mean, if you already make a mistake, it's okay. You can use that, and you can duplicate the one that you're working, and then name something different like original and put on blocking. That's fine too. I mean, you don't have to have it, but the reason that we do that, I did that because I want to maintain the blocking objects in where in the original location. Okay. So now we got the door and window and door and the hole. So now I'm going to enable the blocking layer again. I'm going to grab the back side. Duplicate it, and then remove it outside of the blocking layer so that you can hide blocking layers and this still stay. Now let's take a look at what do we need. The height is there. There's no indentation on this one. So what I really need to do is just remove the geometry that I don't need because there's no indentation, no window. Oh, wait a second, guys. We forgot one thing. There is on the original image, let me go to the original image quick. There's a blind. So we will have to build that blind, the blind. Let me check source images. Right there, yes. Okay. So basically, there's a kind of lights. Not light, it's a window wall and has blind. And this is the walkway on the hallway. It has a really bright sunlight. That's what it is. Okay. So in this case, we're going to leave this there temporarily. Let me remove the so we will have to remove all of this. This will be the outside. You know what? Sorry guys. We could just, let me think quick, build the blind and then replace it. So in this case, let's remove that. We don't need that one. Basically, just this. This is the guy we want. And you're going to create a new geometry. Okay. So let's do the blind quick. Box again. Change the pivot point to one corner. I'll switch to 4. Press D. Hold V key and then just, here we go, just one corner. Thin it out. And then make it tall. Here we go. And let's, hold on. A little longer is fine because the ceiling will kind of blocking it. Okay. Now, what we need though, let's turn the blocking layer off. Okay. We need to reposition and make the shape same size. I mean same width, not height. Just the width. Okay. And I'm going to move it backward. Right there. Okay. I think my ceiling, my wall are too close. Let me check the bottom edge. The bottom need to be on parallel to the floor. Let me go to front view quick. Press F. Here we go. So basically, this one need to touch the ground plane. What is this part? Oh, that's got to go down. Do not move to. Where am I? Hold on. I move it by accident. I can't see my. It just because I think. Hold on. Let me see. It's too tall. Oh, too high. Here we go. Switch to 5. I can't see it. F. I'm gonna have to push it down until it touches the floor. Move it backward. Right there. Here we go. And this guy need to be larger. Have to make adjustment on my, here we go, on my blocking shape. Okay, so now I should be able, move that closer. I thought, let me check. Okay, that makes sense. I was pushing too far. And now when you move, I want you to have a little gap on the blind. A little gap. It might not match exactly from photograph, which is good, which is okay. But make sure it has a little gap and the bottom kind of touch. Okay. So now we're going to duplicate and then move it. But I want you to freeze transform on the blind. Let's name a blind mesh. Okay.
Is it on the side wall or the back wall?
On the back wall.
Okay, I just can't see it in my picture.
Right. So basically, exactly same position on. You can move a little bit forward. Let me. Here we go. Here we go. Can you see? A little bit on front of it. It's fine. And I overlap a little bit because actually I can move this more, but I'm gonna let go for now. I mean, you could move it out like this too. Let's do that. Would be not exactly matched with the photo, but that's fine for this part. Because eventually it will look kind of like photo. And then you're going to freeze transformation. Here we go. Delete history. Edit, delete by type, history. Here we go. Now, we're going to duplicate it. So this is what, can you look at on my screen quick? This is how we do, this is how to do it. So let me reposition, oh, that's good, okay. So I'm gonna Control D. After I Control D, I'm gonna move, make sure you click and hold and drag until you see a little gap, because the blind, and then you let go. Now, this is a single move. Why is important? Because if I do single move, I can do duplicate with transform. Can you see? I got a new duplication and move exactly same move. So once again, edit, duplicate with transform. So shortcut is Shift D, and I just keep repeating it until I am satisfied with the number. There we go. So now, if you are not able to do this, don't get panicked. You're going to have to go back and to the original one, duplicate, and then you click and hold and move one single move. It doesn't mean that one single hold. How about that? Just hold it, move. You can change your mind left and right while you still move it. But whenever you release the mouse, after you move and hold, Maya will capture that position and record it. So when you use duplicate with transform, will capture that transformation. However, if you make a mistake by click and hold, move, and then let go, and then try to move again, Maya will not be able to record it. So when you do Shift D, will be just D, duplicate only. Okay? So now, the reason that we do this because later on we will put the lights behind it, and the light will cast out. So we'll cast through it, and then we will put another light in front of it to lit it up, so that we can get the look of that brightness, the light coming through. Okay, so now this is one group. Now you might want to group them together, and can you see the problem here? These are OpenGL problem because the camera has a too near clip plane. So if I select the perspective camera, I go to outline attribute editor right here. Can you see? Somehow I did something. I set it to 0.003. It's too close, so it started to clip out the density of the shade. So what if I put 0.01 instead? Can you see getting better? How about 0.1? It's gone. Now, when you do render though, even though is not 1.1. Here we go. Oh, sorry. That's a camera scale. I make it wrong right here. If you do 0.003 again, when you render it out, it will be fine. But on screen, it's not. It's just an OpenGL. How Maya compute using graphic card to compute the distance of the camera on the near and far clip plane. And this is a common problem. So basically, you just have to make this adjustment. Let's do 0.05. How about that? I don't want to go 0.1. Now, the near clip plane, if you have a higher volumes, let me go to higher so that you can see what really happening. How about 10? Don't do it, just, oh, lucky. It doesn't clip, so it's now, here we go. Can you see it's clipping? Because the volume is so high, if I put 5, it's gone. Can you see that? So that's the near clip. So in this case, I'm going to just put 0.1 because now if 0.1 you dolly out farther away and it's clipped, you're going to have to change to 1. Now you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So if something happened like that, just work around with the near and far clip plane. Now, the near clip plane is how close the camera can go before it's clipped. The far, how far object can go before it's clipped. Now, we changed these to 100,000, now it's million. So it means I can go as far as I wanted. Okay? So now I'm missing one of these. How did I do that? I'm gonna just duplicate it and move it manually. Okay, just one. Okay. All right. Well, if you look at outliner, there's a bunch of stuff there, and some of them did not rename it. That's okay. Those are on the blocking layers. Here we go. So it's not a big deal on that. Okay. So let's come back to the next thing we will do, let's punch the hole on the floor, on the ceiling. So I'm going to select the ceiling object, duplicate it, and remove it from blocking. Now I'm going to hide the layers so that it shows. Now I make a mistake again, guys, because these are not tall enough, the blind. Well, how can I fix this? In this case, I will group the blind together. I'm going to just region drag and control to subtract the object that I don't want it to select. Control drag, here we go. Let's do one more. I see some. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so I select that, all meshes. I'm going to group it to itself. Edit, group, and I'm going to call all blind GP or group. There we go. So now I'm going to turn on scale 2. And on the group node, you can change the pivot point of the group node too. Let's press D. And where should we go? Well, I'm going to just go to one corner. You can go to any corner, but as long as it's on the bottom. So I'm going to just go to one there. Here we go. The reason is because I want to scale from the bottom part, right there. Now I can make it higher. Here we go. And when we set up the lights, you might see that you need more gap. In that case, just come individual and rotate it. Or you can select individual object using outliner. When you expand it, you don't need to select the group. You can select the oh, hey guys, I select the camera, the Canon. I'm gonna move that camera outside in that group. So I think I scale it. Hold on. Hey guys, if you scale camera, let's bring it back down. You need to move the camera first, because if I scale the camera, it's also going to scale the image plane. So I'm going to choose unparent. So now I can select the group. It's outside now, my camera. Then I can scale it. Okay. All right. Okay. What I was trying to do is I tried to do this. Select the object. Turn on rotate 2. Double click on rotate. Make sure it's on object. So mine should be on y-axis. So I'm going to just rotate only on y-axis. Can you see? I rotate all of them at once. So you can kind of mimic of open and close. Blind. So I'm going to leave it open a little bit. And I can come back and re-edit them later if I need to. Just for now. Okay. So now you can collapse this. Save your file. Okay. So, top one. Let's take a look at on the image. We need, let's see, we need line. Oh no, did I make something weird with my camera? Oh, guys, oh, because I moved my camera outside of the group node. I scaled them, right? Well, I will have to go back to my original file. Let me save this scene as number 1A. I make a mistake. This is why we need to save into different version. Oh, I already scaled this one. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Let me see. Yep, I am in a big problem. It's not that big. Well, this is what I'm going to do, guys, because I'm going to have to import my camera back. So I'm going to get rid of this camera. Hey, guys, this section, just watch. Don't do it. Okay. So I'm gonna save this. Oops, I saved into 1 again. Never mind. I'm gonna go to my blocking, the original file, and I'm gonna delete all the geometry. Here we go. And I'm gonna import this file. So I'm gonna save as, and I'm gonna call D700 camera. You don't need to do this process. I make a mistake. So I'm gonna open up my D1. Doesn't have a camera. Now I'm gonna import. This is just thing to work around. Here we go. And then now I should be good with my camera. And here we go. Come back. So it's just something that you can work around. Let me turn on a film gate and vertical. Here we go. Okay, I got it back. Let me save that and let me override the version A. Okay, once again, this step you can skip it because I make a mistake. You probably not. Okay, so let me change my panel. Save panel to view. How about just layout? 2 planes stacked side by side. Okay, here's come back. So I'm gonna select the ceiling. Okay, and let's remove some edges that we don't need. That one we don't need. Here we go. And let's see where is indentation. It's actually right from here. Let me remove that one. Delete. So that one, I'm gonna move it until, oh wait a minute, right here. Let me turn that off quick. Yep, it should be like right close to the wall. And then switch. And we don't need that. We don't need this one. We don't need these two. Oh, I select the delete it. Here we go. Absolutely, we need this. This one will go. Let me move on perspective. Right around there. Here we go. Don't get confused on my screen because I turn on X-ray mode. So that's why you see the line of the wall here. So that's the level is N. And actually I misunderstand. These level are moving right there. Here we go. Now this line, you can move forward. It should start it right around there. Gonna indent in a little bit. That one's correct. This one we do not need. We do not need. Here we go. Now when it's in though, it doesn't matter because it's outside the screen. So you can just leave as is anywhere because see it's outside of the frame that will be rendering. So I can remove the rest. Here we go. Look like this. Now we don't need another level. There are more level than I thought. Right here. So we need one more. I already deleted by accident. Can you see? This is another level. Have there too. Right there. That's the edge. So we don't need that. We don't need this. But we need one more line there. So I deleted too many. So I'm going to have to do multi-cut, hold control key, and just add right there. The reason that I have to add this section, and also another one here, I totally got confused myself right there. Here we go. Okay. Now, we want these though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go together. And once again, I think it's to be safe. Let's move this line even backward more. Just like that. Now when I look at on perspective view, it looks like this. Here we go. So now, you might get confused. Can you just look at me on one single, just one? Actually, this one is wrong. Right here. See the corner is right there. Oh, wait. No. Let me hide the geometry. Under show polygon. The corner is right. Oh, hey guys, I totally misunderstand. These sections are not indents in. It's actually another shape. Is it? One. Right there. Because it's, let's take a look at on the image. Right here, I was wrong. It's not really indents in at all. We did it too much. It's just another box. Right there. Oh, and the box is cut through it here too. I didn't know that. I should have looked at. So I make a mistake on this part then. Right there and here. Can you see? Make a mistake on that wall. Well, we can fix it. Hey guys, let's fix this wall first. To fix it, really easy. Select all the edges. I can switch to 4. And we're going to delete the edge. Delete that, delete this. The one that extended out. Delete. Boom. Now it's flat. And we actually don't need this line, but it's kind of good to have it because that's what we're going to put the box on it. So, never mind. We just leave it there. So, this still works. Still. Here we go. And I'm going to show, under show polygon. We don't need, oh, here we go. Let me turn that off. Okay. So, now, I'm going to select this face, that face. See, my 6. This one going to indent, so extrude and push one level right there. And can you see I make this edge stop right there because we're going to have to push this, just only these 2 sections inward. Okay.
Can you show us the wireframe of your ceiling one more time?
Here we go. Look like this.
Okay, I'm missing that line right there. Give me 1 second.
I mean, the line you can add later too. I just prepared. Oh, sorry, I'm itching. Okay. So now we're going to select only these 4 faces right here because it's going to be another level. You see, I think I might need to make adjustment on this line. I think it's go too far right here. Can you see? Double click on that line, push it back a little bit. Right there. It just go too. It's just too wide. Okay, and then now select 4 faces, extrude one more time, and push it up deeper. This is going to be another level. And I think it's right there. That's it. Here we go. So it looked like this on the top. two level. There we go. If I switch to 4, you will see something like this. One level and then a second deep one to put the light on the ceiling. And you will see two lights there. Okay. And one more, and then I'll stop for today. Save your file. One more about that cabin. Okay. Just one more. And now, after today's lecture, you are welcome to go ahead, build the symbol shape, like box shape, all of those. And then going to be the same technique as I'm going to help you to build this part, that box shape and that shape, because it looks a little complex cut through. It's not that complex, but it looks kind of. Okay, so we're going to do it together with this, that box shape and this box shape. Okay, so let's start it. Wait a second, guys. I could see this one is even go deeper. So there are another level too. You see that? Right here edge. And I think this is the edge, but that's the light cast. Looks slightly weird. Looks so different shape. We'll come back on that. I think this might be pixel glass. I'm not sure. We'll come back on that. Okay. So now, let's build that box shape. So this time you're going to create a new cube and relocate it. You might need to change the pivot point. No, you should change pivot point. Press D, hold V, snap to one edges, one corner, and then now relocate it so that it show up. Here we go. Right there. Here we go. Okay. So I did not move it correctly because I didn't tumble my scene. You know, I should have used the cube one. Why do I do this? Sorry, guys. Let's duplicate from. Oh, I don't have one. God, never mind. I'm gonna just duplicate this guy. If you already have one, just duplicate that one, the one that appropriate. Here we go. I'm gonna use this quicker. Right? Try to save time. Okay. Make it long and same thickness. There we go. And then let me see if the correct location. Let me move it backward. I want that. Here we go. Okay. Extrude right there. A little taller. Okay. Is it deep enough? I think so. Okay. So look like this. Now, how can we punch the hole? Really easy. You select the face on the front, extrude it, but do not move. Offset first. Let's do 0.01. Nope, 0.1. Nope, 0.5. Maybe 1. Still too less. How about 5? Getting somewhere. I think I could make it even thicker. How about 10? 10 might be too thick. Let me switch to selection tool. No, let's do 10. 10 is good. I mean, your number might be different though. It depends on your scene size. So now extrude it again and then push in. We have to add offset first so that it has a surface in there to be able to offset it. Okay. And, oops, I do it too far. Go to object mode, deselect, and that's it. Okay. So now, we're going to duplicate the same box again, that box, Control D, and remove it from a blocking layers, high layers. So now it looks like this. Now we're going to punch the hole to have that cut out. Okay. So to have it cut out is really easy. You just right click, choose multi-cut, hold Control key. Oh, ouch. Hold Control key, and then just cut. 1, 2. Don't have to be perfect yet, because we can fix them by moving it. So I'm going to just cut like this. Okay. And then look at on these view. Basically, you need to move the loop enough to create a little gap so that we can cut the hole. You see, just enough gap. Don't do too big gap, just about enough. See separation. There we go. Okay. Actually, based on the image, it looks like the long box are a little protrude. So let's grab that box. I'm going to grab only the face on front of it. Turn on move to, and then just move it forward on my X direction. So that is a little offset. Can you see? Here we go. Now let's come back to this shape. Let me check. Luckily, it doesn't have much detail. It just have some separation there. I mean, you can build different box and put another another box on top. Doesn't have to be a single mesh. Can be multiple mesh. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. So now I'm going to go to object mode, select only this box that we just built. Under show menu on perspective view, isolate selection, turn on view selected. Shortcut is Control 1. Here we go. Now the reason is we're going to just delete this face. If I switch to 4, you will see like this. Here we go. See that? And it looks like this. So now you're going to have to append to polygon tool. That's it. You go to object mode. It has to be on object mode in order to use shortcut. Hold shift right mouse click and choose append to polygon tool. In order to use shortcut to access append to polygon tool, you need to be in object mode. If you are still on face mode, you can go to mesh tool, append to polygon. Now append two edge that they are opposite so that you get a full corner. Press Y to repeat the tool and then keep fill it up. There we go. And done. Now, when you see a kind of a dark color, it's basically Maya tried to blend those two edges, blend the normal to point into the same direction to create a smooth surface. However, the angle is 90 degrees. That's why it shows black color, because OpenGL cannot really calculate the surface. This is not a big deal. When you render it out, you will not see it. But it may bothering your eye. So to fix it, you just have to go to Mesh Display and set to hard hardened edges, and those will be gone. It just appears only on the display, but not on the rendering. So, okay, so now I'm going to go to show, isolate, uncheck view. Now you got that shape. And if you want to add another surface there, go for it. You can cut them too, like what we do with but once again, in this exercise, you do not need, in this project, let me move that face on top. You do not need to do a single object. You could do more than one object. Like for example, I can move this down a little bit. Let me see. Okay. I think I have a little bit of problem here. My wall, this section are too far. Right there. I gotta push it out. There we go. It probably like this. I might do it wrong. I might. Okay, this has to come out a little bit. There we go. So now I might have to move this part. Okay. Oh God, why am I so itchy? Okay. Sorry guys. Hold on. There's some hair. Okay, so now look like this. And what I was telling you that you can add another surface, like let's say if I do a cube, and I'm gonna make the cube right there, go up, there we go, and I'm gonna scale it, make it long, thin, wider, put in spot on top. That will work perfectly. There we go. Be wider. So that will be top part. What about this section? Well, you could split it. Edge. Oh, sorry. Come on. Edge. Multi-cut. And I got to cut middle. Let's cut one. Then you can move so that it fit. I think now it's hard to see. Camera horizontal. Here we go. Because I can't see. Right there. Here we go. And I gotta move this part. I forgot. Further. Here we go. Okay. So right here, you could add another loop like that. And then you can select this face, extrude it, then just move forward a little bit. So now you will see the gap. Here we go. See that, the gap? I mean, you can do another way too, by separate all of them, but this is just for now. Now, I don't need to build whatever is not seeing on rendering, because this is the rendering. So that's how I built. I don't have to build more. I mean, if you want, you still can, like move this further away so that, just to be safe, how about that? Here we go. I mean, no need to, but okay. So now, how do you build the drawer? You use same technique as this. That's the technique. Extrude inward, offset for extrude offset and extrude inward. The other one is different, like right here. Instead of extrude from the side, you extrude from the top and then just slide them in. Does it make sense? It's like this. If I duplicate that, it basically look like this. And then let me make the size smaller so that you can see it. So you just slide that in a little bit there. So this is the drawer on the bottom. Okay. So here we go, something like that. Can you see? And then you just put the bar. Now, how do you do the bar? Do you remember when we do S? Same thing. Much easier this time because you just bend one side and then you can mirror it and then you connect them in between and then you stretch them. Okay. I'm going to help you to do that later, but if you want, go ahead, do it. That's it for today. I'm going to stop